Do you want results next time you go trout fishing? Get yourself a set of trigger spoons and put a limit on the stringer. They flat out produce.
Fish on. They're not big, but they're energetic. Look at that. Look at them head shaking down there. That fish was at 75 feet. That is on that 6-inch pink glow sling blade, trailing the pink Max Lure Hoochie. So I got that Hoochie about 2 blade lengths behind the sling blade. So that's been our top combo today. We've caught several fish on that, and that is once again that corn with the pure anise on it. So that's our hot combo. I can see him back there. He's not very big, but he is a fighter, and we're gonna put him hopefully in the boat and in the smoker. And here he comes right there like that. Whoa, baby! Nice little sockeye salmon.
Howdy folks, Cal Kellogg here. I'm here to answer a viewer question today. I'm answering a question for Timmy Wall. He lives down in the Sacramento Valley. I first met Timmy out on a halibut boat, but he has become an avid trout angler, an avid trout troller. He bought a big old aluminum boat and all that, and now he wants to try his hand at kokanee fishing. So he emailed me the other day and he asked me, what do I need for kokanee fishing? What are the most consistent setups in terms of blades and lures and stuff like that? And I says, Tim, this is what you need. You need your Octagon Moon Jelly UV Dodgers with the lemon chiffon glow paint spatter on them. And you need some spinners that are encrusted with the Moon Jelly Glow UV fairy dust. And that's the only thing you can catch them on. Do I sound like one of those kokanee lure salesmen that are all over Facebook right now? Yeah. Okay. I don't deal in that. That's a lot of hyperbole. That's a lot of horse pucky. Is that the term? I think it is. Anyways, so I've caught thousands and thousands of kokanee. I am not an expert kokanee angler. I don't want to be an expert kokanee angler. They're fun to catch. They're fun to eat. But the one thing that kokanee fishing lacks for me, it's size. Most of the time when you're on a kokanee bite, the fish are all within an inch or two of each other. If you're catching 8-inch kokanee, a big fish is going to be 10. If you're on 14-inch kokanee, a big kokanee is going to be 16. I've got 2 huge California kokanee in my kokanee fishing career here in Northern California. I caught a couple fish over 20 inches and it was a thrill. If you get kokanee over 13, 14 inches, they rip it off the downrigger, they jump, they put up a great display. They're a lot of fun to catch, but you're not going to be on a bite where you're catching 13 and 14-inch kokanee and the next one is 7 pounds. Doesn't happen. Doesn't exist, at least not here in California. So that's why I'm a trout guy at heart. I'm always hunting for big fish. Having said that, kokanee fishing, pretty simple. Find a fish, catch the fish. Here's how it breaks down. I'm going to show you my 2 favorite lure combos in a second, but here's how it breaks down. Kokanee season, we're not talking about winter fishing. You could catch them in the winter, but most guys, they consider kokanee season, it kind of runs between April and August, sometimes April and July, depending on the lake, okay? Fish typically get bigger throughout the season. But here's what you can pretty much count on. Hit the lake early. The bite's going to be pretty intense for the first couple hours when the light level is low. It's going to extend into the morning. If the lake goes to glass, you're going to see the fish drop. You're going to see the bite get tougher. You can start off with pretty bright stuff in the morning. When that bite gets tough, you need to slow it down a little bit more and go to the duller stuff, usually duller, smaller. They're a little skittish during the midday when you get those glassy conditions, so you got to accommodate that. The bite will kick in again late in the afternoon. It's kind of the reverse of the morning as those shadows start to get long. A lot of people don't fish in the late afternoon. Bite can be excellent in the late afternoon and evening time, so that's a tip right there. If you don't want to get up early, you don't have to get up early. Get up late, hit the water late, fish till dark. Bite's usually pretty good then, just like it is early in the morning. Tip everything with corn. I just did a video about corn scents. Keep it simple. If you want to know about corn, look at that video. You need shoe peg corn. You could tip your hooks with other stuff. You could smash salmon eggs. You could chop up those little salad shrimp. You can put on power bait, power grubs, the little power crappie kernels, little pieces of gulp. All that stuff works. Industry standard here in California, shoe peg corn with some kind of scent on it. Plain corn works good right out of the can, but I think adding scent gives guys, including me, confidence. So add some scent to it. Figure out what you like best. Check out my corn video. I'll put a link down below here. Figure that out on your own. But tip everything with corn and you're going to be ahead of the game. So I hit the water. What are my 2 favorite rigs? I keep it real simple. If I could only use 2 Kokanee blades, I would have a 6-inch sling blade. This is my favorite one right here. This is one, I don't know what they call this in the catalog. This is a Max Lure sling blade, the 6-inch. It's the pink glow. It's pink. It's got the glow decal on it, that herringbone you see there, and on the back, it is chrome. Now, that's pretty bright. Use that in the morning. As the day goes on, if the bite slows down, I still use a 6-inch sling blade, but I'll tone down the colors. I'll get one that has a copper or brass back, usually that watermelon pattern. That's been very good to me over the years. Guys say, oh, you can't troll a sling blade slow enough. Yes, you can. Take the lure out of the package, or the Dodger out of the package. Put a little bend in it. I was using this one yesterday. Put a little bend in it. With this amount of bend, this lure was running perfectly yesterday at 1.3 miles an hour. It's working very well. So there's that. That's number 1. 6-inch pink glow Max Lure sling blade. Works great. Put that one down there. Whoa. Now, I like to run the 4-inch sling blades. That same pink glow color will work very well, but with the small ones, I like to have some subtler colors. And as you can see, this is the brass back. It's basically brass and red on the face. I'll use this early in the morning too. This is the one that I would lean more towards, you know, when we had that high sun and the bites backed off a little bit. It's just got less size, less flash, less intimidation for the kokanee. You know, you could scare those guys. It's harder to scare rainbows. Rainbows typically, they might back off on a real flashy lure at times, or a big blade, but the kokanee, you can scare those guys. And if you feel like you're not getting hit, you're marking fish, you should be getting hit, try downsizing and try going subtler. And the small brass sling blades, they work great. And once again, you want to cup them. This one right here, yesterday, 1.3, it was money. All day long, it was working great. The 6-incher was working better. This one was working too, but just put that little cup in them, you're good to go. Notice, no crazy colors, no UV, no moon spatter, jelly, pink chiffon, glow. No, it's a Dodger, man. Put a lure behind it. Catch fish. That's it. Now let's look at the lures. I had to. Oh, there's the other one. It's down there. Well, let's start off with the first one. Some sort of spinner. This is a pink on pink Max Lure wedding ring. I've had great luck with wedding rings. I've had great luck with Uncle Larry's spinners. I like to start off with either a pink or an orange spinner. I like painted blades. You don't have to have a painted blade, but I like painted blades. Tip those hooks with corn. Notice those are not red hooks. I've re-rigged this a number of times, and I'm using the black nickel Gamakatsu hooks there. The reason kokanee manufacturers, and I've said this before, put red hooks on the lures is because they sell better. You don't need them to catch fish. You don't need red hooks. Green hooks, lemon chiffon, fairy dust glow hooks. It's a hook. Put a piece of corn on it. Catch fish. Keep it that simple. There you go. Now let me show you the other lure. Got to hunt it down here. I got it. Okay, so one rod, we're using a sling blade and a spinner. The other rod, we should be using some sort of hoochie. Not a crazy wiggle hoochie, spinner hoochie. We're starting out the day. We're seeing what the fish are going to hit. A hoochie. Same black chrome double hooks. Put corn on both hooks. Drop it down right above the fish on the graph. Catch the fish. Once again, my top choices of colors to start the day: orange, pink. That's where I start. I might end up with a green hoochie and a white spinner on, but I usually start off with pink or orange, or a pink spinner and an orange hoochie. Figure out what they want. I usually have no problem hooking up. Final word right here. Now, I was at Bullard's Bar yesterday, and this was my top combo. This hoochie right here trailed behind the 6-inch blade, and good thing I'm not in a boat. I would have lost that like 10 times. Probably not. Would have fallen in the boat, but nevertheless. Leader length. This is a final consideration. Whenever I'm running a hoochie, I want a little stutter stop action on that. As that blade kicks, I want that hoochie to hop and stop, hop and stop, hop and stop. I've just found that to be the best, not only for kokanee, but for trout and kings as well. So what I like to do is I'm measuring this against the Dodger. It's kind of hard to do on camera. So there's 1 Dodger length on the leader. Hoochie's there. And then we'll go from there to there. So right there, see, about 2 to 2.5 Dodger lengths. If you're using a 6-inch blade, 12 to 14-inch leader. If you're using a 4-inch blade, 8 to 10-inch leader. You can use a longer leader on a spinner, because a spinner, it's got the spinner action going on. But with the hoochie here, the Dodger has to give it all its action. Now, if you're not getting them, this is particularly true later in the season. Lots of times later in the season, the end of June, July, fish kind of got getting spawning on their mind. Sometimes it takes a more aggressively moving lure to hook them. So you do a couple things. One, take a little bit of the bend out of the blade, kick your speed up a couple, 2-3 tenths, okay? So you're able to troll this quicker without the blade spinning through the water, and shorten up that leader, which is going to translate into more action passed on to that hoochie. So, but that's typically something you need to do later in the season as the fish get more into a spawning mode. You know, right now it's wintertime, it's February, all the way through April, end of April when the water's cold. You want that stutter stop motion on your hoochie. That's going to work the best, and space out that spinner as well. You want a little bit of movement imparted on the spinner, but at the end of the day, don't worry too much about it, because the spinner's putting out flash and vibration all by itself. Anyway, I was having a little fun doing this video. If you're out there kokanee fishing, don't take it crazy seriously. It is panfish fishing for trollers. It's fun. You should go out, get a bunch of bites, catch a bunch of fish, and have a big old fish fry or a big old smoking session at the end of the day. That's the added benefit to kokanee fishing. You know, you can say what you want about rainbow trout. Planters are okay. Eagle Lake trout are excellent on the table. But in the hierarchy of things, not my favorite fish to eat. I do like them though. But kokanee, that's a whole nother ball game. Whether you're catching sockeyes in a river in Alaska or you're catching kokanee down at New Maloney's Reservoir, they are excellent to eat. In fact, if you go to Alaska and the locals are out there and they're choosing between kings and silvers and sockeyes, hands down, sockeyes are the fish people want. They've got that fine textured, blood red, sweet meat. It's good stuff. Perfect for the smoker. You can barbecue them, you can pan fry them, you can do it all. It's very versatile, it's very good, top-notch eating. So anyway, that's all I got to say, Tim. Just get some gear, keep it simple, get some corn, get out there, use your sonar, put your lures right above those fish, and it doesn't matter, watch the fish sniffer, see where the kokanee are biting, Whiskeytown, Bullards, Pardee, wherever the bites develop this year, chase those bites, chase the sonar marks, get on the water early or late, depending on your preference, and you're going to have a good old time. Kokanee fishing, keep it simple. Don't get caught up in the hyperbole. focus on catching fish. I'm Cal Kellogg, man. I'm out of here. Please hit the subscribe button, hit that little notification bell, and you'll always get to hear what I'm jabbering about here on YouTube. And if you're looking for trout gear, rods, reels, lures, my signature series stuff, get on over to the Fish Hunt Shoot Production store. I'm Cal Kellogg. You have a wonderful day. Go get those sockeyes, guys.